Hello guys, Brian back here with the Rndr token. Just got done on Twitter there looking to see if I could find what caused that massive Bitcoin dump, and I found a lot of stuff that said the government was dumping Silk Road and Mt. Gox Bitcoin, and then there's the other side that says that is a rumor, and the so-called rumor of that happening is what started the sell-off. So you got two sides to it here. I don't know if you're aware of it or not, or if you're watching this video in time, or you don't know nothing about the Bitcoin sell-off, but right there it is. That 1 hour red candle. This actually happened at, if you put this on the 15-minute, happened pretty quickly, okay? We were up at 29.7 roughly. That thing shot the whole way down to 27.3. Within an hour. So I don't know what really started it or whatever, but the main thing is, if we put this on the 4 hour, okay, you can see down at the bottom now, you seen that big red candle. Look at the big green candle that came in afterwards, so it looks like most of that got bought right back up. So it's hard to say, this market is so manipulated sometimes that it is really hard to say. Who's to say they didn't start that rumor just to get a bunch of people to start, and then it liquidated a lot of longs in here and everything else. But who knows what the real story will come out eventually, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, with Rndr, we're going to get to that here, okay, because this coin's looking pretty good right now. All right, on the daily chart, you can see we went up today and touched $2.47 as a high. We had a low of $2. Right now we're sitting at $2.25, up 11.67% for the day. If we look over here at the technicals, on the technicals, Rndr is a strong buy. On the moving averages, a strong buy, and on the oscillators, it's also a buy. So the coin is definitely looking strong. And if I could ask you to please hit the subscribe button, I would appreciate that so much, and the like button. That helps me out a lot. And just starting to cover Rndr here. I've held this coin for quite a while, but never really covered it too much on my channel. But I'm going to start here. Alright, let's get into this here, guys. First off, we have a higher high, okay? That's the number one thing here, okay? You always want to see a higher high in a rally, so that's number one, okay? We got this high here. We have taken out this high now, okay? Now we need a higher low to come in, which should not be a problem, okay? Also, we got, let me see here. I'm going to show you these RSIs, because a lot of these RSIs are reset and heading up here, the daily, especially if you see down here, the relative strength index is just turning up, okay? And we also have increasing volume right here, which is great. That's what you want to see in an uptrend, increasing volume, not decreasing, okay? That's the bad thing. You want to see increasing volume, which we have that, and we have the RSI going for us here, okay? We'll dig into this just in a second here. I wanted to show you guys something real quick here. These are the crypto bubbles, okay? If I put the daily on there, all of these were green like an hour ago, okay? That Bitcoin dump, well, maybe 2 hours ago, that Bitcoin dump really crushed us today, okay? But you can see on the hourly, we're making a pretty good strong bounce here. All right, so we're getting it back. Kind of just threw a wrench into the market today, okay? The crypto fear and greed index, the market cap is down 0.42%. Volume is up 72.2%. Wow. Bitcoin dominance is at 44.8, and the crypto fear and greed indicator is at a 56. The top 100 coins. I'm going to reload this. There we go. There's your top 100. There's Rndr at the top. $2.26. We're actually at $2.27 on TradingView anyway. These are the top 100. And it's a real shame because, the only thing on the right-hand side a couple hours ago was 4 coins, and I think 3 of them were stable coins. So what a shame. That kind of, but oh well, you move on and you suck it up and move on. But anyway, let's get into this here, okay? We got our higher high. To continue this rally up, we need to break that 247. Yeah, 247 up to the next zone there. If I zoom out on this, you can see we're coming into a ton of resistance over here now. Okay, we got this higher high, which is great, but you can see all this resistance starting to come in right over here. Okay, we got a mob of resistance over here. All right, we're still above that 50 and 200 day moving average, which is fantastic. We had that golden cross down here. When was that? Back in January. All right, we've had this big run up, and we're looking pretty good. But let me put this out on the weekly once. Okay, that weekly RSI down there is turning up, which is great. That's nice to see. Right down there, you can see that turning back up. When it's turning back up, it means momentum is heading back up in the market. Okay, and if we put a Fibonacci on this whole move, where are we at as far as a fib goes? Probably not even close to anything yet. No, geez, we haven't even hit the 50% yet. Okay, my personal opinion, you know, somewhere down the road here, we are going to have a massive alt rally. Okay, none of these coins have done a retrace yet. Okay, just to get back to the 618 for Rndr would be $4.12. To get up to the 702 would be $4.93. Okay, and that's two very familiar areas where coins usually retrace to. Okay, right in this area, you always get, especially in the crypto market. Okay, now in the stock market and stuff, you know, the 50% retracement is satisfactory, but you still get, most of the time it goes to the 618. All right, so sometime down the road, you know, Lord knows when, Bitcoin is about the weekly RSI on that is coming down right now, but the monthly RSI on Bitcoin is reset, and I don't know if it's going to be time or not. We'll find out. You know, Bitcoin's starting this uptrend. You know, it's still in an uptrend, which if you don't know it or not, Bitcoin runs this market. Okay, we also have a falling dollar at DXY. I have an alarm set on that thing. I'm expecting that to break that 100.7 and continue down in the 90s. And every alt season and Bitcoin bull run we've had, there has been a falling dollar. Okay, so that is definitely weakening. Now on the weekly RSI for that dollar, it is almost down at the bottom and reset, but the daily is at the top. Okay, so it's got to come down, and it can suck it down into these 90s. All right, I'm not rooting for a falling dollar, but if it helps the crypto market and rally, then that's fine with me. All right, the Dow Jones, that's another one that also, it's just on the verge of breaking out. We have this wedge pattern forming on this thing, you know, right here. I have an alarm up here for that. Let me move that out of the way. But if we could just get the breakout on this, now that weekly RSI on the Dow Jones is heading up. Now, if you don't know it, Bitcoin is correlated to the Dow Jones and the S&P 500. Okay, now if we put the daily on there, the daily is almost reset. You can see how close we are to breaking out of this wedge. I mean, we are right up there. We've been rejected 1, 2, 3, 4 times now. Okay, and we're still being held up. We're almost down, bouncing off that 50-day moving average there. So all these things tie in together, all right, with Rndr and the whole altcoin market. But boy, if we could get everything to pop at one time, all right. If we go through these RSIs for Rndr, you can see that. Let me get this off here real quick, because that 1 hour is about reset. You know, we have come back and done a retest. We had to break out here at $2.12, went up to 247. We've come back down and retested now. That's what you want to see. Every time you have a breakout, you want to see a retest, okay? That if you're not familiar with it, you know, they always say don't buy green candles, and this is not financial advice at all. I'm not qualified to do that stuff, but you know, wait for the retest, okay? If you would have bought this big green candle the whole way up here, okay, you always get a retest of a breakout, okay? We got that retest now. This thing is bouncing up. That 1 hour is just about reset. The 2 hour is on its way down. The 4-hour is at the top, and the daily is at the bottom. Okay, so looks like it might be a decent week for this coin. All right, first off, we need to break out of that $2.47. Then we can look for higher targets. So yeah, and expect support down, around $2.12 to $2, somewhere right around there if we pull back. All right, but I don't. I see this thing busting up through here sometime this week, but that's our main support right here at 212 and our main resistance at 247. So thank you very much, guys. I will get back to you very soon on this, and thank you for watching the video, and everybody have a great night. Thanks a lot.